Time is running out. Words from the United Nations on the horrific atrocities playing out in Sudan. And as this brutal violence continues, Sudanese Canadians, worried for their families, say they're losing hope. More than 1 year since fighting broke out in Sudan, the consequences of the civil war have had a toll, with more than 15,000 reported fatalities according to the UN, and a humanitarian crisis unfolding as Canadians watch in horror.
You sit here thinking, is it my family next? Because no one is safe. And it's sad that the world is not speaking about this. We deserve to be talked about. We're human beings, you know. There's children that are dying.
The UN says Sudan is the world's largest displacement crisis, with millions trapped in a, quote, inferno of brutal violence, many of them with loved ones here in Canada.
People are getting displaced from one city to another for 3-4 times, and so yet there is no safe refuge for them. Every time they move to another place, there is intensified war happening.
The Sudanese Canadian Community Association says the international community can help end the fighting
by practicing more pressure and bring the fighting groups to negotiation where they can find a solution.
The Canadian government says it's deeply concerned with the ongoing conflict in Sudan. In late February, launching a humanitarian pathway to evacuate relatives of Canadian citizens or permanent residents living in this country. As of May 11th, there are nearly 2,200 applications, representing more than 5,000 people. None have been approved so far. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada says, quote, "We continue to review application submissions as quickly as possible to reach the program intake cap of 3,250 applications accepted into processing."
It's a great step. I do thank the government for that. But there is the but. It's a waiting game. But then again, it's not a safe waiting game because the war is continuing.
To qualify, families must be willing to financially support the applicants.
I know people that had to sell everything they have. And right now, when it closed, have gotten calls where, is it going to open again? We were working on getting the money.
So what options do they have?
They don't really have an option right now.
Ida tells me she also hopes the Canadian government will reopen the humanitarian pathway for the many families who were not able to access the program the first time. In Toronto, I'm Faiza Amin for City News.